All right, guys, how's it going? So I must apologise if you can hear a bit of a behind it's the aircon. All right, I cannot sit here without that on. I've been to the cafe this morning and I've reviewed today's Spanish football dailies. There was an article in one of them in a newspaper, the Madrid based, but I prefer to call it AS. Use your imagination as to why that might be. YouTube, whenever I say its proper pronunciation, think that I'm talking about naughty things. Anyway, so they had an article about the Club World Cup, and I wanted to go over it with you because I thought you might find it a little bit of interest. I found it interesting. So if I find it interesting, maybe you will. It was headlined Many Millions Little Football. FIFA has already distributed almost £510 million among clubs. The group stage left 144 goals in 48 games, which showed a lot of imbalance. Europe still has 9 teams alive. It says the group stage of the Club World Cup delivered little football, an inconsistent atmosphere. Some stadiums were empty, others nearly full, and a flood of millions to participating teams, especially those advancing in the competition. According to FIFA's previously published figures, the tournament will distribute £413 million for participation and £373 million in prize money. The maximum prize per team is £98 million, setting a record for per match earnings in any competition, more than the Champions League. And I read the other day that the players, if your team wins, you get a bonus of €1 million per player. So the games, the prize chart FIFA announced from match results is extremely generous and already shows which clubs have pocketed what. A win earns £1.57 million. I know some of these figures are a bit like 1.57. That's because it's been converted from euros, okay? So 1.57, because I did that for you. £1.57 million, while a draw earns £765,000. However, the big money comes from advancing to the next rounds, reaching the round of 16 earns £5.9 million. Knockout rounds. From here on out, the rewards ramp up. Quarterfinals, £10.3 million. Pounds. Semi-final, £16.5 million. Final, £23.5 million. Champions, additional £31.5 million. Then it goes into little sections. This one says Guardiola. Man City tops the list of earners so far with £39.4 million. Their perfect group stage record plus progression to the last 16 earned them £10.2 million, more than their initial participation figure. And it's important to keep an eye on your rivals here, because I'm sure FSG are looking at this thinking, fuck me, we want to be in this. Do you know what I mean? Xabi Alonso, Real Madrid sits second, just £2.55 million behind City. Their draw against Al Hilal dented their earnings slightly, but as they're still alive in the tournament, their total is expected to grow significantly. Survivors. The 16 teams that qualified for the round of 16 are pulling ahead in the earnings table. That means teams like Benfica and Juventus, who started behind Atletico Madrid in participation earnings, have already overtaken them. Brazil. All 4 Brazilian clubs are also now ahead of Atletico thanks to their 100% success in reaching the knockout stage despite having started the tournament with lower initial prize allocations. Solidarity. As previously announced by both the European Club Association and Gianni Infantino, there will be a £195.5 million solidarity fund for clubs around the world not participating in the tournament. The distribution method has not been clarified. It's a strange one, that, isn't it? Global presence. 10 different nations are represented among the remaining 16 teams. Brazil leads with 4 clubs, followed by Germany, Italy and England, each with 2. Spain lost 1, which was Atletico. Prolific scoring. So far, 48 games have been played with 144 goals scored, averaging 3 goals per game. However, this stat reflects the disparity between clubs more than the overall football quality. For sure. European dominance. Of the 12 European teams that started the tournament, 9 remain, a retention rate of nearly 80%. The rest, 4 Brazilian clubs, 100%. 1 Mexican, 50%. 1 Saudi, 1 American. Africa and Oceania have no teams left. Perfect record. Man City is the only team to achieve a perfect 9 points from the group stage. Final sprint, with the knockout stages ahead, an additional £68 million in prize money is still to be distributed. Group of 16, Brazil has all 4 of its clubs through. In total, 10 nations remain in the hunt for the title. Crowds. So far, 1.67 million spectators have attended games, an average of 35,000 per game. The PSG Atletico clash had the biggest crowd, 80,619 spectators, setting a record in the history of the competition, including the old 17 format. The least attended game was Ulsan versus Mamelodi in Orlando, just 3,412 spectators. Top scorers. 5 players share the lead with 3 goals. Abu Ali, Angel Di Maria, Jamel Musiala, Kenan Yildiz, and Michael Olise, I think that's pronounced. No idea. Another 20 players have scored 2 goals. The Golden Boot race is wide open. A curious stat, 6 own goals in 48 games. That's 1 every 8 games. All right, guys? So I'm going to leave you with that. I thought you might find it of interest. I did. If you are a Cop Talk VIP member, you can read it in text if it makes it easier. It's in the executive lounge of the football forum. But if you're not a VIP member, why are you not? You should be supporting me. I don't care if you've got kids, can't put food on the table. You should look after me. If you're not a VIP member, you don't need to be, do you? Because I just read it to you. All right, guys. I thought it was of interest. What do you think? Have you watched any of the games? Yeah? I think most people are probably not interested in it, to be honest, most fans, but the clubs. Imagine Man City or Real Madrid with another £100 million. And I don't want them Spanish friends of ours to get £100 million because, you know, they might have their eye on certain Liverpool players. All right, guys, I'll leave it with you. If you enjoyed the video, if you found it informative, if you appreciate me taking my time and translating and converting figures, all right, Dave did it, then please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment if you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, and I'm going for a beer today. You can hit the super thanks button under the video. It pisses my haters off immensely, and I always give a shout out to the people that do in my morning briefings the next day, and the link for that is in the video description, the link to my other channel, the Duncan Oldham channel, and it'll pop up on the screen as well. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Don't know when I'll next see you, but have a good weekend.